Hello and welcome back everyone to Forza Horizon 6. Today I am finally going to be doing the first Horizon story after a much needed break from the DoorDash simulator that we were doing last time. So let's get started with this because I've been waiting a while to do this. Too long, honestly. I've been waiting too long to do this. It's now winter in this game too, which looks so good. Anyway though, first Horizon story I'm going to be doing is the day trip story, because it's the longest and it's probably going to be the most boring one, so probably going to get it out of the way first. So, yeah. I don't plan on getting 3 stars on every chapter the first time, I'm just going to go through it, that's all. Because if I try to get 3 stars, it might take too long.
I have a city-bound day trip about to leave. I'll save you a seat.
Alright, let's go over there. So this is my very first time seeing these Horizon stories. I have no idea really what to expect. I mean, in Horizon 5, they definitely weren't that good. I'll be honest, they were not that good. And I don't think that's much of a hot take. So, hopefully they'll be better and with a little less cringy dialogue this time.
Welcome, day trippers and thrill seekers. I'm Mei Hasagawa, and I will be your guide on this very cool, very urban day trip. So, get ready for a guided tour of the sights and lights of Tokyo City. Have your cameras ready, and let's roll out.
Guess it's a good thing I'm recording.
Stay together as much as possible. Tokyo City is a busy place with a lot of traffic. Other road users may not have the same driving skills as you. I like to put you in cars that turn heads. It doesn't always mean supercar. Sometimes it means, oh, I have not seen one of those in years.
I'm glad
It's
we're
hard to
not going to be
imagine,
doing
but
all
if you were here
supercars.
in 1971, it was a world without the Honda Civic. You would have had to wait a whole year. You would then have to wait until 1974 for Honda to produce its sportier model seen driving with us right now, the Honda Civic RS.
I like that we're getting the history of these cars, that's really cool.
Welcome to Shibuya Crossing. Outside of Horizon Festival times, this is one of the busiest pedestrian crossings in the world. With around 3,000 people crossing at peak hours, when the sign says you can go, you have to go. It's not nicknamed the Shibuya Scramble for nothing. Please,
Yeah,
don't get lost.
3,000
Stick with the other day trippers. To your right, that striking structure is of course Tokyo Tower, the second tallest man-made structure in Japan, originally purposed as a broadcast tower. Every 5 years, the tower gets a fresh coat of paint, taking a whole year to complete the job. Using,
Damn, a whole
get this,
year? Wow.
28,000 liters of paint. I mentioned that you never have to go too far to see nature, and Jikugaya Ginko Avenue is one of my favorite examples. Great for car spotting, may I add? This urban area is lined with a corridor of trees, bringing year-round color to the city. And in autumn, it really is such a sight. I want to bring special attention to the day tripper in the Civic RS, one of my absolute best friends coming all the way from the UK with Jordan Chambers, who you'll meet soon. We always had a dream of joining the Horizon Festival together. So I want to shout out to great friends, good times, and fast cars. Okay, everyone.
I don't know
Up
about
ahead, we
fast
need to come to a
cars,
stop and park your cars
but
in
other
a
than
designated area as we head into the next.
the fast cars, I think it's just gonna come alright.
I love retro cars more than anyone I know, but you're about to take this Honda Civic Type R for a spin. Well, more than a spin. Hold on to your hat, yeah?
All right, well, don't be too long. See you at the next part of the Tokyo City day trip, okay?
This would be a lot cooler if I haven't already driven this car, but yeah, I've already driven it quite a few
On my way.
times.
I'm gonna take a more leisurely route, I think. See you soon.
Okay, May, looking forward to it. We're doing the opposite, by the way, whatever the opposite of leisurely is.
I'm sure you'll figure it out, Jordy. Talk about an upgrade, right? A long way from the first generation you were just driving. But you know, you have to respect your elders. Otherwise, we wouldn't have this beauty, would we?
That is true. I already like so far how she's actually talking about the history of Japan. I think that's great. Because we had nothing like that for Mexico in Horizon 5, and, you know, I mean, considering the game was focused a lot on, well, it seemed like they wanted to focus a lot on the history, but then we never really hear anything about the games,
Part 1 of the
or
Tokyo
the
City day trip. Take a moment to stretch and have a break before
whatever.
we set off again. I'll call you all when we are good to go.
3 stars. Imagine I end up getting 3 stars for every single chapter without even really trying. Alright, here we go. Now going to Daikoku.
All right, everyone. Time to hit the road. Now this is the part you have all been waiting for. An iconic place for Japanese car culture, where you never know who will turn up. That's right, team. Daikoku PA. So what are we waiting for? Let's roll out. Daikoku PA. Now, I'm sure you know what that means, but for all those at the back, it means parking area. Tucked in under the highway, this PA is world famous.
I wish I was driving that
I call
300
this convoy
CX.
nothing but Nissan, for obvious reasons. All shapes and sizes, this is a Nissan parade.
I guess that would explain why we're all driving Nissans then. Damn, some of these guys cannot drive for shit. They drive even worse than me.
You will see every badge of every car manufacturer if you wait long enough at Daikoku. Of course, you can always guarantee a JDM showing, but US and Euro imports will sometimes roll in and get the cameras snapping.
Oh, that's true. I took my car there last week and ended up staying for 3 hours.
Who the hell are
talking
you?
to this one group of people. I do like talking, you know. And car people want to be around car people. And Daikoku is full of them. I have to mention the Nissan Silvia with us right now. Nissan's S chassis has always been a go-to drifting platform, as well as a car that is just a joy to drive. But you know me, if I can slide a car around the corner, I probably will.
Damn, tell me you're Scottish without telling me you're Scottish. That accent is
Okay,
very
we're getting
noticeable.
close. Daikoku PA is just up ahead. Make sure you roll in with style.
So basically without crashing.
I have the pleasure to introduce Jordan Chambers. You may know him from his drifting exploits and Horizon legend, Nakamoto Midori-san.
Thank you, May.
Hello, everyone. So happy to meet you all. May, please, it would be an honor to race. In fact, I insist Daikoku can wait for now.
I am the J50 now. That's quite a jump from the Sylvia.
Scratch that. This is a race.
So this girl in the Kunitosh is supposedly a Horizon legend, but yet you're not actually in first. How can you call yourself a Horizon legend but not in first?
You're not sightseeing, are you, Jordy?
No, no. I'm locked in.
I'll leave you to focus then.
Right.
Okay then.
May.
Maybe you both need quiet time?
Yeah, good idea. Quiet time. For now.
Looks like the dialogue hasn't changed much from Horizon 5. But I will say at least the player character doesn't talk, because you know what, that would be 10 times worse, so it could be worse, it could be worse. Okay, these AI are getting destroyed right now. I don't think difficulty matters in these events, so that would probably explain why. Because if I had an unbeatable difficulty, it probably wouldn't change anything, but oh my goodness. One of these drivers that we're racing is supposed to be like a Horizon legend or whatever, and yet they're all the way in the back. This might as well be a leisurely drive at this point. What is this, bro? This is not a race. Easy win.
Now that was a race.
Yeah, it absolutely.
I
was
don't know if that.
exactly that.
I don't think I'd
Agreed.
consider that a
Hope we can
race.
do it again soon. See you around.
Well, that was definitely the
How do you
least
do it?
interesting
We are
race
not
in this
slow,
entire
but
game.
You make us look it.
Are you sure that you're not slow? Because I think you are. I think, well, maybe your car, I meant. But, anyway, okay. Where should we go next? I think I'm gonna do this one next, the Shimano Yama day trip. I probably butchered that name. Oh, hell yeah. Looks like we're going in the old Audi R8. Best generation Audi R8 by a mile. Do not care what anyone says. Post generation R8.
Hey,
All
day trippers
day.
and thrill seekers. We are nearly ready to head out on one of my favorite excursions. We will be taking in some epic views of the mountains as we travel along one of the most scenic roads, Minami Awa. So, have a last check of your vehicle. And
Why do we
let's
got
roll out.
influencers taking pictures of themselves over here?
A note up top. Just try your best to stick together. This is a group exercise, remember? No racing off, and enjoy the views.
You know, you say that this is no
Over to the
race,
right,
but
way
yet we're
out in
going
the
over
distance
100
is
miles
Tokyo
an
City.
hour.
It started off much smaller, in this case, just a fishing village we know as Edo. As trade and infrastructure grew, so did the city boundaries, until what we see today as a sprawling, luminous capital of Japan. Now don't we look good? The cars for this day trip will turn heads wherever you go. Designed for pure performance, these modern supercars are amongst the most desirable drives. Now, I'm sure most of you have heard of the Horizon Festival, but this one is special. I myself have been writing letters, emails, and sending carrier pigeons to whoever on the festival board would listen. Bring Horizon to Japan. Well, they listened, and just look. Competing at
Well,
Horizon is
those
earned. To
drive
enter,
tours
you
got
qualify
absolutely
for an
destroyed. I wasn't even.
invitational event.
Oh, okay, I was not paying attention.
Fast-paced drive from A
I
to
was
B
about
with
to say
multiple
that
standpoints. It can
I did
quickly
not
become a
try. I
real
was not
spectacle.
trying to spin out that Lexus
If you
LF,
make
and
it
it
over
just
the line,
happened.
then well done. You get a yellow wristband, and with that, access to your first bunch of official Horizon events. Take in the surroundings as we head along this forest road. Housing a thriving ecosystem, this is the perfect place to spot the Honshu Sika deer. Now is a great
I
time
haven't
to
seen a
remind you,
single
take
deer in
photographs,
this.
make memories.
Are there
Take extra
actually
down
deer in this or
It's a
not?
little more narrow with some tight bends and turns. You can see why around the midnight hour, those looking for a clearer road, free of daily commuters, might say bring a JDM Classic and push a few limits. But that's not what we're doing right now. No matter how
I
many
mean,
times I
it
drive
kind
this
of
road, I
is,
get
though. We're kind of
goosebumps.
racing.
Now, team, just look at that view and feel the thrill of the raised road right
Hey,
now.
don't hit my car.
And there's another reason why I love going over this. That's right.
Only I can hit
tunnel,
my car.
cutting right into the landscape, helping the road snake through the steep terrain. One of our group is lucky enough to be
Okay.
driving the Audi R8. If you're not on
Oh,
a day
yeah.
trip and trying to stay with the pack, then this V10 powered supercar could manage a top speed of 205 miles per hour. With its race car DNA, it has the stability and responsiveness to handle any corner you come up against.
Why in the
When I
actual,
promise epic
like,
views, I deliver Mount Fuji.
driving
It's an
part of
active
this?
stratovolcano, last
Oh,
erupting
these
in
guys are actually
1707.
fast, but then the actual race,
Made
they're
up
slow
of
as
many
hell.
layers of lava, ash, cinder, Fuji has an unmistakable near-symmetrical silhouette, towering over us at 3,776 meters to the summit.
I do like the idea of these day trips, but I think you are definitely meant to do them, like, when you first discover
Remember when I
them.
told you about Edo? Well, in
Because
Japanese history, that
otherwise
also
you're
refers
just
to a
going on
period
the
of
same
time.
roads
That's
when
right,
you can
the Edo
actually,
period.
like,
A prosperous time
explore
of growth,
this.
culture, and stability. Spanning from 1603 to 1868, and this town, Naraijuku, was the wealthiest post town along the Nakasendo Highway, running all the way to Edo, or as we know it today, Tokyo.
That town was wealthy? Doesn't look like it'd be a wealthy town.
All right, May, good job. So, day trippers, we will see you soon for part 2 shortly. Make your way there now, if you will. And for us 3, I think we can swing by Speed Zone on the way.
Okay, you know about speed zones. It's a zone you have to speed through.
Easy,
Be
not
brave,
even a
be
challenge,
quick.
come
I
on.
think the Porsche can do it. Can you?
Yeah, the
They can,
Porsche
for
can
sure.
definitely do it. Oh, well, we're going this way now. So 1 star is 40 miles an hour, so I'm thinking we're probably going to be able to do this pretty well. This corner up ahead is going to be pretty difficult though. Gotta brake hard. Is that 3 stars?
Hey,
Let's
thanks,
see.
Jordan. I enjoyed that. You know, I quite like your little challenges.
Yeah, why do you think I'm hanging around your day trips like a sore thumb?
That's not how the phrase works, but I get what you're trying to say. We appreciate you, Jordy.
3 stars again. These are very easy to get 3 stars on so far. Not that I'm complaining, it means I don't have to redo it. Okay, this time we get to go on the Lotus
Okay,
6
that's some
Siege.
nerve. Even I backed down from 1 or 2 corners.
125 miles per hour this time.
Okay, so we're not quite done with our day trip just yet. This one's a bit higher pace, but just as scenic. Taking in some beautiful traditional sights as we pass under the Matsumi Great Bridge. So let's roll out.
I'm gonna feel a bit faster in this section of the day trip.
These guys just all crash into each other. Wow, I like that GTO. It's probably the livery. The livery looks good on it.
As seasons pass, the palette of all of nature's many colors transform every region. From barren white snow where plants are sparse, to spring where flowers explode into vivid light, Japan drastically evolves with the seasons, and each one is such a sight. I have climbed Mount Fuji, by the way, as a part of an expedition. Took 12 long, grueling hours.
Thanks for rubbing it
There's
in
an
that
old
we can't
Japanese
drive
proverb,
up there.
"You are wise to climb Mount Fuji, but a fool to do it twice." I'm taking that on face value. My legs still ache. The views. Oh, you have to do it. Once. This next lineup of cars you should have seen on a racetrack somewhere. But remember, this is a guided tour, not a race.
Then
I need
why
time
are
to
we
read
going
all my nice
fast?
facts.
That's what doesn't make sense to me. If this is supposed to be a
Take one up
race,
ahead,
why
slow
are
it down.
why are we going fast if this isn't a race? I don't get that. It doesn't make any sense. I know you don't have to, but all the... Okay, they're all just dying back there. Like, literally almost all of them are off the road back there. May said something about us climbing Mount Fuji. Maybe that means the developers are going to make Mount
Okay,
Fuji
the
a
reason
thing
why
you
we
could
moved
actually
on is
drive
coming
on
up.
in the future.
Bandai Azuma Skyline. Bandai Azuma Skyline offers a beautiful drive. It's like a high-speed nature bath and a serious test of your driving skills rolled into one. Now let's not forget to mention, this is one awesome road to drive on. Snaking, turning back on itself, it makes demands from those that push limits. As with many roads in this area, they were built to cut through the expansive forests. Trees are often replanted using techniques that preserve the root systems. So rather than demolish, we simply move. Japan cares for its green spaces. Where transplant is not possible, new growth is the next best option. Turn your attention to the Lotus Exige Cup 430 driving with us. A lighter but
I don't know
more
if I'd say
aggressive track
driving
car from
with
the British
y'all anymore.
manufacturer.
Pretty
Thanks to
far ahead at
titanium
this
fiber
point.
body panels and aluminum exhaust, weighing in at just over a metric
Okay,
ton.
you know what? Maybe I should just shut my mouth.
When Lotus say, simplify, then add lightness, you get this race-ready beast. Okay, I'm gonna do you all a favor. Be quiet for a
How
moment.
about you not try and
This
push me
level
off the
here
road,
is
man?
perfect for one thing. Top speed. So floor it.
Why do you treat this like a race and then not treat it like a race? I don't get that.
We have another view of Fuji to your right. Coming up on the left, you'll be able to see a traditional torii gate. These gates represent a passageway between the earthly realm and the sacred realm of the spirits. These gateways, traditionally made from wood and stone, are each a unique work of art.
Is there multiple or is there just one in this game? Because if you're saying each, I would be thinking that there's more than one. Probably not. There's probably only one.
Right then.
Oh
ready to
shit,
switch
wow,
things
we're
up?
getting to
End
drive a
this
real
day trip
race
in a
car now.
blaze of glory. The correct answer is yes, Geordie. I'll also accept a strong affirmative nod of the head. So, we are looking at hitting a speed zone, and that is...
We all know what a speed zone is, Jordy. Come on, let's go.
You want to look like a blur to a speed zone camera? You want relentless speed. That's an M's Machine Works Porsche Cayman GT3, built to take tenths off your laps. With the face and engine of a 911, it's been precision engineered to dominate on the time attack circuits. This is a fiercely competitive time attack car, ideal for setting blistering lap times.
Hey,
This thing
thank you
turns
both.
corners like
Supporting
a
my day trips
dream.
Now being serious here, really sweet.
Mate,
Is that
anytime.
spoiler
I'll
move?
keep joining as long as I can add a bit of a twist.
Oh, it does! Oh wow, that's cool. I didn't even notice that until just now.
Is to go fast. That's fine, bud.
Alright, we gotta do 125 miles per hour. Should be pretty easy in this beast. Oh yeah. Okay, we don't die. Oh yeah, we got that. Easy.
Hey, hey. Hope you had a blast out there. Saw some cool stuff, right?
That we did, May. Okay, I got some events to smash. I'll see you both later.
That's an interesting way of saying it. Alright. Let's move on to the next part of these day trips. Let me figure out where I want to go next. I think we'll stay on this side of the map and just go to the non-gun day trip. I hope I'm pronouncing these names correctly, because I'm gonna feel really stupid if I'm not. 1 minute 40 seconds this time. So this is probably an actual race then.
Hey, hey, day trippers and thrill seekers. Welcome to my day trip. Today we're blessed with a special guest. Please welcome Tamaguchi Keiko-san, whom you may know as one of the faces of Yuji's Auto channel.
Thank you, May. Really looking forward to this one. By the way, everyone, spoiler, we are going on the Nanadaru Kokakyo. Prepare to be thrilled.
Am I driving the Alfa Romeo? Ah. It's okay, the BMW is still awesome.
Okay, this is a group excursion. Stay together. Hey, why not roleplay as a slower driver? Have your cameras at the ready. Lots of memories to capture. I like to think this convoy is loud, rowdy, yet practical.
I think the only one here that would actually be practical is the stage here.
We're about to enter a unique section of road, the award-winning Nanadaru Kokakyo. It's the Loop Bridge. This is a double spiral road that circles up, up, and up, presenting you with a beautiful view right across to Mount Fuji. Open for public use.
Imagine
in 1981,
drifting on this in
unique
real
design
life.
won the Tanaka Award
This
for
would
the
be
Japan
so cool.
Society of Civil Engineers in the very same year.
So far this game has definitely made me want to visit Japan, more than I already would have wanted to. Since I actually got a moment to talk about these characters speaking over me, last time I was doing an actual commentary episode,
Very sharp right turn. Be ready for it.
I was talking a little bit about Clutch, and we saw more of it at Summer Games Fest, and it does look really cool. I like how it's
This
very
next section of
story
road has
driven,
a series of hairpin turns. That can be taken a number of ways. Tailgate
which
racers
we
will
kind
want
of
to
already
maximize
knew,
grip to keep the speed up.
but
Stay competitive. Drifters
I don't know, I
take
guess
this
I just
oversteer and
didn't
send it
think it
all
was
the
gonna be
way around.
as big of a part of it.
I'll admit to trying the odd Scandinavian flick around here. A Scandinavian what, you say? Ask Rob Glenn or Jordan Chambers.
But anyway, what we have seen is, I think it's really cool. I'm excited to see what Clutch is going to be. My guess, it's probably coming out in 2027. It's probably not coming out this year. We also saw another racing game, Hot Wheels Infinite Rush, which I am probably going to play, because it looks awesome.
I look over and there's a Sierra Cosworth begging for a drag race. Well, of course I accepted. And team, let me tell you, I absolutely smoked them.
Anyway, going back to Clutch though, I think my favorite thing that I've heard so far about it is its location
Tight
being
corner
in
ahead.
Monaco.
Watch your braking.
I think that's awesome.
As we turn in up ahead, we can
It's
see
a
right
really
across
good
the Tokyo
location.
Sea docks as we drive along the scenic coastline, taking the view out to the Pacific Ocean.
They've said this themselves, that the car models look like the best in the industry or whatever. Something like that. And they
All right,
really
day
do
trippers,
look
we're
amazing.
approaching the end of our time out today. It has been a pleasure to show you the sights of Japan's beautiful coastline.
Those car models look so much better than a lot of the car models that have been in this game. Like even newer ones, you know, they look really good. But I think stuff like the clutch mods, which
thinking
is similar to
We
Pursuit
should race,
Tech,
shouldn't we?
Oh, you read my
That's
mind.
what I'm most
I saw
excited
you
to
trying
see how
cut
that's
through the
gonna
day
work.
trip pack. So yeah, let's race.
At the very end of that reveal trailer, we got like
Game on
a
deck.
scene that looks
Set
like
a
it'd be from
marker
a
along this
James
road.
Bond
It's a
movie with
fast
the
run.
Valhalla using
I
a
don't wanna see
grappling
anyone
hook
hold
on a
me back. Day
helicopter.
trip's over.
Looks absolutely
Great,
insane.
Keiko. See you at the finish.
Anyway, I gotta walk in for a moment and actually race, so I'll stop talking too much about Clutch right now, but I am very excited to see what this game is gonna be. Or play it, or whatever.
Oh, Jodonohama Beach. I need to fit this into a day trip. Maybe we can take the cars on the sand. It? No, not my car, May. That sand on this bodywork? I'll go for a buggy. Or Dory's car?
Oh, no, you'll do no such thing. Those micro scratches would keep me up at night. Get ready to blast those engines. Tunnel coming up.
Ija. Music to my ears.
I don't think this Corvette sounds as good as like a Carrera GT in a tunnel.
Finish coming up. Right at the end of the tunnel. Push it.
Oh, this might be the first one that I actually don't get 3 stars on. Oh well.
I'll remember this day for a long time. Thank you. I can't believe this is my actual job.
Wait,
Hey,
this is a
with
job?
your
I thought
day
you were just doing this
trips,
for fun.
You will never work a day in your life. I loved every second.
Well, then I guess we're all in agreement. That was a great day trip. Let's see for the next one, mate.
Wait, so do we pay her to go on these or what? I'm confused. I didn't think that this would be like a job thing. Okay. Yeah, I know we're not actually paying credits for it, but I'm talking like in universe. Is our
Competitive.
character just
That was a good
paying
race
money
pace.
to go on these or what? We're gonna do this one over here. Hokubu and Mino. I hope I'm saying that correct. I'll find on. 2 minutes, I got another race here.
Listen up, day trippers and thrill seekers. I've got a special day trip planned and some very special cars just for today. We will be heading out soon, taking in the lush forests, glistening lakes, and the area's magnificent shrines. And of course, there may be a nice surprise lined up, if my good friend Jordan manages to keep his word. So, let's get ready to roll out.
Oh, I thought we were gonna name a Subaru Brad first.
Alright,
Actually, I'm happy with the
Please stay
ruin this
together.
thing.
I'd like you to see what I see, and I don't want to lose anyone. I planned this route meticulously. This is
You might
Shirahogo,
actually lose me because
a
this thing is
UNESCO
really
World
slow.
Heritage
Holy
Site,
shit.
famous for its traditional Gosho-style farmhouses with hand-thatched roofs using passed-down through the generations techniques. Set in this
These
lush
houses look
verdant
so
valley,
cool. I would
it's
have
as
a
if
house like
stepping
that
into
in
the
real
past.
life.
As we enjoy the day trip, I want you to feel strong. So that's why I selected this convoy of 4x4 vehicles. Legroom for days and made to tame any road.
We're not really having anybody else but ourselves in these things. I don't really know what the hell the reason for having these is, but okay. Oh my goodness, this thing is so slow. They're
Amongst our
all
car
just
selection today
absolutely
is the Mitsubishi
destroying me
Montana.
right now.
Or if you're from the UK, well, funnily enough, it's called the Mitsubishi Shogun. Maybe a more apt term for driving around the prefectures of Japan, but whatever you call it, this SUV has stood the test of time. This day trip is all about the more serene, green, slower-paced Japan. We have one of the world's fastest cities, and with the arrival of the Horizon Festival, it's faster than ever. Take in your surroundings. Enjoy being far away from the fast pace of city life. If you take one thing from this day trip, it's to appreciate stillness. Slow down once in a while.
But yet y'all are going fast. I'll stop complaining, but I know, it's a stupid complaint, it just doesn't make sense to me.
We have a very special guest with us today, Takehiro-san from Opus FM. Someone who does not need to be told to move at a slower pace. His main mode of transportation is usually a bicycle. But he wanted to try out some day trip driving action, and handling it like a pro.
You're a Horizon Festival DJ, yet you're using a bicycle. That makes a lot of sense. Although I'm pretty sure the Opus radio station is the classical music, so maybe DJ wouldn't be the correct
Watch
term
this
to
sharp
use
light
for
coming
that.
up. As you turn in, off to your left, you have a stunning view of the mountain range, perfectly reflected off the lake's surface. Take that sight in, everybody.
I will if I...
Japan
I
has
wish the
many
water
ancient
was
shrines.
frozen over,
Be sure to learn
just
about
like
the
in
customs
Horizon
and rules
4.
before you visit. These are places of spirituality, of peace, quiet, and contemplation. Every shrine has its own history. At some, you can pick up a charm that provides protection or brings good fortune in different areas of life, such as health, success, prosperity. A good friend of mine has been renewing them every year. I have one for safety on the road, and it seems to work. Okay, so last
So if I
corner
push
coming
you
up.
off bridge,
Heading
will it
onto
still
the
work?
bridge where, let me see. Yes,
May, I lay down a challenge. A race. A simple race. No twists or gotchas.
Alright, I'm in. Just so you know,
I hope I'm not
I'm
driving
pro in
that
this race
Toyota.
now, so try to keep up.
Okay, good. I was about to say, because if I am going to get my cheeks caught.
Now, I know, May says stick together, stay close by, and other catchphrases, but this is a race, so ignore all that.
I'm just waiting for the moment when one of these drivatars tries to kill me in this race. Oh, never mind. I guess we get to test out what that charm of course works. Can I actually get 3 stars this time? That's the important question here. Even if I'm really not trying to, I'd still like to actually be able to do it. Okay. Spinning out real bad. That's probably not gonna help us get 3 stars.
I'm biding my time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In a totally chill, friends race way, of course.
I can just skip past the road. What am I doing? Oh, never mind. The game doesn't like that, I guess. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that because I just spun out. Fuck. Alright, well, I learned my lesson. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Finish line is close.
You know what? I
Winner
don't
gets
care.
a
We're
free
doing it
Danger
again.
Pass.
Seems like just in Horizon 5, you still kinda can go off the route to get a faster time. I spun out back there and I'm still gonna get 3 stars.
Thank you, everyone, for being such great day trippers. You've been wonderful guests and racers.
No problem, mate.
I don't know if I've been a
Anytime.
wonderful racer.
Have a
I
safe journey home,
cheated,
all, and I'll
basically.
see you on another nice and chill day trip.
I thought the game was gonna spawn me back on the road when it said return to the race route, but it didn't for some reason. I don't know. I thought it would spawn me back on the road, but I guess it didn't for some reason. Maybe I got back on the road at a certain point or something. I don't
Seems
know.
like you got on well with that Hellcat. Looking fast, my friend.
Oh, there's a typo right there. You did not spell hell correctly. Unless they're doing that on purpose, because, you know, family-friendly bullshit or whatever. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they were doing that on purpose.
Day trippers and thrill seekers, I have a wonderful excursion for all of us today. We will speed past
Oh
the
man,
tall
I wish
trees
I was
that
getting to
stay on
drive the
big
Shelp
dicey
instead.
on our way to an iconic driving location. So last call for checks and questions. Nothing? Great. Let's roll out.
Day trip rules. Try to stick together. You're my team. I want you to see what I see, and I don't want any of you to get lost. What better company
We
to
got
drive
a
along
really
the
cool
coast than some
convoy of
classic
American
muscle?
retro
Strong,
muscle.
sturdy, powerful? But that's enough about me.
That's enough about you. Wait, what? I thought you were talking about your car.
Coming up
How does
to
that
our
have to
first
do with
incredible
you?
view. This expressway bridge reaches right across the bay and under the Sapta Pass, a stunning viewpoint for those looking for epic vistas. It feels so exhilarating to be above the water. Take it all in as we are about to enter the tunnel up ahead.
Why is this driver car so fast?
As the expressway straightens to the tunnel entrance, we slice left through the hillside, with a series of raised roads and tunnels as we head towards our next point of interest. The acoustics of these long, rounded tunnels capture the reflected sound of anything inside and throw it right back at you, creating a cacophony of sound. If you ever get a new car to try and want to hear
That's
it
right,
at its
get out of my
best,
way.
this
Go
is
back
the
to the
place do it.
canvas, Alicia. I hope someone gets that reference.
Going anywhere nice? Would love it if you rejoined the day trip. I
Oh,
encourage
never
you
mind.
to take photos anytime you want.
Wow.
Fill your camera with shots of cars, landmarks, gorgeous skies.
Okay, never mind. I guess I'm gonna be the one getting destroyed
As
here.
you drive
That
around
Shelp
Japan
is
outside my day
extremely
trips,
fast.
You will see speed traps and huge ramps. These PR stunts are placed here by the Horizon Festival. Why? Festival buzz, of course. So, if you see one, you know what to do. Sharp right corner
I
ahead.
think we all know
Eyes
what a
on the road.
PR stunt is, man. Oh my goodness, that Shelby is so fast. I mean, I'm sure it might be faster than this, but
Watch your braking up ahead. Sharp right corner as we follow the forest road.
man, it was
Braver
quick.
drivers may wish to venture off-road around areas like these to explore for themselves. You'll notice one of our convoy has a real bite. That's a Plymouth Cuda 426 Heavy. The front end's vertical slats were designed to resemble the smile of its namesake, the Barracuda. Underneath the hood, things are even more fearsome. The 426 Hemi engine was nicknamed the Elephant due to its cast iron block making up a part of its 843-pound weight.
So far, that's probably my favorite part about these day trips is the
Okay, team, we need to
dialogue
park up ahead.
about the car
Bring
you're
your car to a
driving.
full stop. Ah, there's Jordan.
Bring your car to a full stop, which you don't have to. Why do you even say that then?
I got a little challenge for you. See that? That's the Challenger. This one has serious acceleration and loves to be thrown around. A perfect partner for a skill drive.
Oh, are we doing a skill score this time?
Do whatever you
Yeah.
can to chain skills together and notch up a mega skill score before you reach the end.
We have 4.5 minutes to do this, so we should probably be able to do it pretty easily. Actually, I don't know if there's traffic cars in this. That could be a problem. We'll just whip this hull around and we should be able to do pretty well. Oh, that was a sick joke. If you ruin my skill score, I swear, AI, don't you dare ruin my skill score. Oh my god, I almost ruined it myself. Maybe I should be more worried about myself doing something stupid than the AI.
This is the bamboo forest. Bamboo is a plant.
Where are we going? Okay, here we are.
Growing. No, I'll leave it to me, the expert.
Just shut up, dude. You're probably the worst one when it comes to dialogue so far. Once I reach like 30,000 skill score, I'll probably actually drive fast. Because otherwise there's a chance that we might not be able to do this in time. Not 100% sure about that though. Never imagined we'd be off-roading in a demon. But yet, here we are. This is Horizon after all, so it's not too big of a surprise, but... Okay, now that I'm at 30,000, I'm just gonna drive normally.
Alright, I can't compete with this. No, I will try.
I don't think 100,000 skill score is that hard to get, dude. Oh my goodness, we are destroying him right now.
Wind farm. Maybe we have a fact about that. Like, it produces X amount of energy every hour, or it's this many meters tall. Or, I don't know, something like that.
Just shut up, dude. You can't talk about the facts. Okay? Yeah, we still got some cringe dialogue from Horizon 5 carrying over. Like, why do you even need to talk if you're just gonna be saying nothing? I don't get that. I mean, I know I'm kind of one to talk, you know, but, I mean, I'm trying to make a semi-interesting commentary, so I have an excuse to be trying to talk.
You got any good fishing village facts for us, May?
Oh, I got so many. But you have to be on a day trip to hear them.
Sorry, yeah.
But we
this
are
is
on
your
a day
actual
trip.
job. Guess I better book in again.
So we are paying then, I guess, to do this. Like, in-universe, the characters are paying to do it. We got
I don't know how you top
one
that.
last part of the
Seriously,
day trip to do.
maximum skill.
Last part to do is up in Sotoyama and Takashiro. Those two, I'm pretty sure I did say their names correctly. These are some of the best locations in the whole game, so that's why I saved it for last. Ooh, Lamborghini Miura. I'm sure some people will probably say my pronunciations for cars are wrong or whatever.
Listen up, day trippers and thrill seekers.
Oh
We're
man, I
about
wish
to
we were
set
driving
off
the
on a day
250
trip, and I'll be
GTO.
your host.
Come on.
On this
Can't drive
outing,
that instead?
You will navigate the mountain roads, taking in the epic views from up high.
Not
before
that there's
heading into
anything wrong with the
cold,
Miura.
snowy climbs. So set your climate control to toasty, and let's roll out.
It's probably the second best one there. Although, maybe
These
not.
cars we have the pleasure of driving today have all been built for racing in an era of fierce competition, both on the track
Which one is
and
the
in the
right
paddock,
one?
shaping motorsport for years to come. Driving along with us is a car that changed the course of automotive history, the Lamborghini Miura P400. Created as the fastest this was the first time ever the public had seen a high-performance production road car with a mid-engine, rear-wheel drive layout. For a true sports car, this is now considered the blueprint for ultimate performance. This route leads to the Sekisutsu ski
Are we
resort,
gonna talk about the
covered
fact
as
that
you're about
it
to experience in year-round snow.
that the engine would like catch on
Perfect for a
fire if you
snowboarding
went too
holiday.
fast?
Or
Because I think we
if
should
you wanna
talk
go
about
extreme
that
off-road.
too. Because the
Pack a
P400
hot
had
drink
a
and
huge
you're good to
problem
go.
with that.
Coming up
The
is one of my
SV
favorite
later
parts of this
fixed
particular
that.
excursion, the Yukinodani. The Tateyama Kurobe Alpine route carves through the thick snow, creating these man-made snow corridors. Depending on snowfall, these walls can reach a height
I
of
didn't
20
realize this
meters
at
in
first,
height,
but yeah, that's an
or
Alfa Romeo.
66
Oh my
feet,
god.
if that's how you
Okay.
visualize things.
Okay. Well, looks like we're gonna be pretty far behind now because I got absolutely destroyed on that ball. I completely ate shit back there. Okay, looks like the AI wasn't doing too well either.
Heads up, sharp right turn onto the snow when we come out of the corridor. Stay alert.
We're driving retro supercars on the snow. That doesn't sound like a horrible idea at all.
A little spoiler alert for the end of our excursion. What goes up? That's right, must come down. I'm sure many of you have taken to the slopes here, but this place is significant. If you remember back to Nakamoto Midori-san and her wristband event, well, it was at this very resort where she earned it. A part of Horizon Japan history, and you are very close to where she set out from. Did you know that there are monsters in this area? That's right. Yeah, no kidding. Snow monsters. Alright. Not actual monsters, but they look like them. The snow here comes down
Imagine
so
if they had
heavy
a
that
Yeti
the
in this
trees
game.
get a
I think
misshapen
there was like a
jacket that's what the
Bigfoot
snow frozen
in the
in place
Crew
by the cold
1.
winds.
They should have
And
done
if you
something like
squint,
that. They should have had a
they kind
Yeti
of
up
look
here.
like snow monsters.
Alright, what are we going down the mountain in?
Well,
Oh,
hope you enjoyed the
okay.
serenity.
Now
of
that's a
drive up
pretty
the
good
mountain
car to
road
go
this
down a
point
mountain
to
on.
what normally functions as a ski run, but not today. So, the challenge. I want you to head down, slip, slide, get air, and look cool doing it. I'll be the judge. Good luck.
So it's gonna be another skill thing, or what?
Alright,
Yes,
show
it
me
is.
something
Okay.
special down the ski run. So, I wanted to send you down the mountain in a Lambo. And let's be honest, there's only one choice. The Huracan Storato. All-terrain tires as standard, so you know exactly what this car wants to do.
Okay, well apparently I'm gonna spin out in her. We still got some good skill score for it. Smashing these big trees actually will do. It will actually give me some good skill score, so I should probably smash some. I still haven't done all the dirt races I need to yet to actually unlock this car. I've been kind of lazy with doing all the events, or winning all of them. Let's see if I can do a 360. Oh yeah, beautiful. I'm
I
pretty
hope
sure
you
we
enjoyed that day
easily
trip.
got 3
And lucky
stars
for
there.
you, there's a lot more to see around this area.
Thanks, May. Great job.
You didn't do too bad yourself. See you all very soon.
I taught them
Alright,
everything they know.
one
That's
last
basically
event to
me
go.
doing all that.
Okay, so this is a jump this time.
Welcome back. Let's continue the day trip. I hope you had time for a hot drink to warm your bones. And for this part, we have some cool classics. Some real motoring heritage on display. Well, there's no need for me to say any more. Let's roll out.
Oh, you couldn't have let me drive the
You know the
Lancia
drill. Stay
Stratos.
together for the best experience. Don't get lost. Oh, and remember to take photos. We are going past the Hirosaki Castle. This Hirayama-style castle was construction complete in 1611. A long time ago. Right now, though, the castle is a very popular tourist destination for those seeking this type of traditional stone and wood architecture. With the high density of cherry blossom trees,
I'm surprised they didn't let you buy the castle as a house in this game, considering we've had castles in the previous two Horizon games.
I'll switch genre slightly. You are all driving some form of classic rally car. Whether it's the absolutely monstrous Quattro or the Nibble 205, pair them with a driver and co-driver and you can straighten out any road. Don't go too far ahead.
Which one's driving the Quattro? Is it the one up ahead? Yes, it is.
We have multiple surface changes on this route, from loose surfaces to grippy asphalt. Make sure you're dialed in before you put your foot down.
So we're basically doing like a real rally one here. Okay,
day
hopefully I
trippers,
don't spin
we have
out.
our most technical road section ahead. Have fun, but keep to the road at all times.
So I can't just jump off the mountain and win this race. Well, you know what? I'm doing it
Now let
anyway.
me guess why you are all here. We've all seen Initial D, and as a result, we've all wanted to spend some time on Mount Haruna in some sort of iconic car. As long as it's capable of handling the snaking turns. I don't know about you, but if I see a retro classic, I always stop and have a look. Soak in the nostalgia. That nostalgia coupled with Mount Haruna.
I would too, but I
might be the
almost
ultimate
never see.
driving experience here in
I've
Japan.
never seen cars like this in
Look at
real
us.
life.
Come on. One of the most iconic cars among us is the Ford Escort RS 1800 Mark II, dominating rally across the world between 1975 and 1979. In 1979, it had even more success, outperforming the rest of the teams by an insurmountable margin during the world's most prestigious rally competition. You are good to speed up a bit on this section. We have some long straights and
Talk to me
sweeping
about
corners
this
to
for.
enjoy. You come to
That way
Lake
they all
Osaka
know
day trips
how
for two
cool
things.
it is when I
The
beat
best
them
cars
with it.
and epic views. Now, you're driving cool cars and just taking that view. I am to deliver.
This would be a lot cooler if I hadn't already done a race on this layout. Alright, now we got the big old jump to do.
Alright, we brought you some retro, something iconic. Now it's time to fast forward and get into something a touch more modern. You'll feel a lot more going on under the hood, and you'll need it.
Yeah, I don't think I could jump 900 feet full of
Right, so
Escort.
danger sign to end the day. That's right, take this beast, floor it, line it up to the ramp and try to land with some dignity.
Jordan, just so you know, I would never let you do this for our other day troopers.
That's okay, I know our good friend here can handle it, no problem.
Well, I guess you gotta go fast then. See you on the ground.
You are driving 40 years worth of technological advancements since the Escort Mark II. All-wheel drive now, for a start. You've got 380 brake from the EcoBoost powered 1.6 turbo, and enough aero to at least try to keep you on the ground. Though you won't be doing that.
Yeah, I would kind of think so. Considering the game literally told me I was going to be jumping 900 feet. let's see if this girl can actually do this. I think, well, I can definitely do it. It's the question of whether or not I can do it. Alright, well, we get a real good run up over here, so we can probably do this. Alright, we're going max speed, so if it can't do it, then... Okay, yeah, no, we did it easily.
I can't thank you all enough. I hope it's been as much fun for you as it always is for me.
Thank you, May. We've all had the best time. See you at the next one?
I'll hold you both to that. I appreciate ya.
Oh, there really isn't the next one.
Oh, wow! I'll admit, I don't think I've launched that far. Congrats.
Alright, well, that was the Horizon Day Trip story. So, only one that I didn't get 3 stars on, which is honestly pretty damn good. I was surprised. I honestly thought I would do worse. So, I will eventually end up redoing that, but for now, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. Let me collect the rewards real quick. Let's see what the rewards are. There's only one that I missed. Oh, of course, it's the best one. Of course, it's that Audi, alright. Oh well, I'll get it one day. It's okay. Alright then, well, just one I'm missing. Oh, got that to collect too. Okay. Alright then, well, I hope everyone enjoyed watching this video on the full Horizon Day Trip story. If you made it to the end, I thank you so much for watching this. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon for whatever I do, whatever Horizon story I plan on doing next, because honestly, got no idea. So, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.